Before getting into the pelvic march, I'm going to stack my mat on itself so that I have a little extra padding. Once I have that extra padding, I'm going to get into kneeling position with my knees under my hips and my feet are going to be untucked out behind me. I'm going to take a hand to my belt buckle, hand to my tailbone, and make sure that I don't spill my belt buckle down to the floor. So this is characterized by the position of the pelvis, and what I'll do first is shorten my abdomen to draw the belt buckle up to the sternum a little bit, which will in turn drop the tailbone towards the floor, away from the bra line, giving me some length in the low back, some activation in the glutes, and some length in the pelvis, or in the hip flexors on the front. Now in this position, I'm trying to keep that soft tuck, not jamming it back, from undoing itself. So I'm going to turn the other way, and we're going to think of bridge of the nose over a knee, and we're going to come up into a balance without losing this pelvic position. Hips stay parallel to the front of the room or wall in front of you. It's squared off. Then we're going to switch to the other side. A little harder for me over here. You'll notice when I get off balance, that's when the pelvis might want to rock out of position. So we're just going to go side to side, stacking that bridge of the nose over the knee, softly bringing it down, and switching, keeping the pelvic position. So this is just the sway to the left and right. We can do these for the entire set, 8 per side, or if this feels too easy, we'll progress to the full-on pelvic march. So again, tuck, squared off with the wall in front of me. I'm going to switch sides, and I'm going to take my foot and hop it up in front of me. And then I'm going to hop it back, staying square in the hips, and then I'll switch sides. Again, I don't want to open like this through the movement. I want to stay pointed belt buckle forward. So this is the full pelvic march. And if the hopping is easy, we can try to hover and float, which will be harder balance-wise. I might drag the foot at certain points so I can keep my balance, but over time, I'll try to use less points of support and move more like that. It'll look jittery, wobbly, that's okay. And don't hold your breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale slightly audibly through the mouth. Keeping your pelvic orientation. So this movement is characterized by pelvic orientation and single leg stability. So the slower we go, the more single leg stability we do, and the more pelvic disorienting we try to make happen, and we fight that disorientation by staying oriented. I'm going to show a couple from the front, and again, keep that pelvic position. Don't stop breathing. Slower you go, the better. Don't be afraid to pause, sway a little bit, wobble a little bit, use those muscles. If this bothers the low back or anything in the body, go back to just swaying left and right for 8 each side. Might get some popping and cracking, as long as it's not met with pain, that's okay, pretty normal. All right, so again, that's the regression and the progression. Pick which one's right for you and do 8 movements per side, per round.